ready for a brand new course inside my Subconscious Loz Squad. So many of you have asked for the courses back, and I know what it is you all need to hear and what it is you all need to learn, because the biggest thing that you all keep asking me or you all keep watching every time I make a video is anything about your specific person or anyone in your reality having no free will. So I'm giving you a course about it because so many of you don't really get it. Now, I did a course called They Are Your Puppet, all about putting words in your specific person's mouth, puppeteering them to be how you want them to be. But a lot of you are still not fucking getting this. Still not understanding that no one, whether it's your specific person or anyone else, your boss, your parents, your friends, your neighbor, has any free will to do anything other than what you think they're going to do, how you think they're going to be, what you think they're going to say, how you think things are going to turn out with them, how they're going to treat you, what they're going to do for you, what they're going to hear when you talk, how they're going to see you. You are the one creating that reality, and unfortunately, with every single solitary question I see, bar about maybe every 10th one, when you guys think you understand this, there is an element in almost every question where you're not understanding that they have no free will. So this course inside my squad, dropping on Monday, May 4th, going for the whole month of May, will fully and completely make you understand it once and for all and make your reality the way you want, because you'll finally get that you are the power and you have been the power all along, and that they can only be the way you assume them to be because they have no free will. So if you don't understand no free will, stick around for this lesson and come and join us in the squad for the month of May. You will not regret being there, because not only will you get the course, you will also get everything else going on, which is my podcast that you can't see anywhere else, and you can take part in it if you put your name down and I choose you. It's unbelievably helpful watching those coaching sessions on my Lozline podcast. There's my coaching library of over 400 must-see, never seen before except in the squad videos. It's like a Loz Flicks, of 400 videos you can't get unless you're in the squad. The New Me, New Them full year course, plus this course, plus all the help of the squad. So let's talk about no free will. What does will actually mean? The want, the drive to do something. And the fact that it's free means the person is doing it of their own validity, right? Volition, of their own volition. They're doing it because they've made the choice to do it. No one else has forced them to do it. The thing is, guys, a lot of you think that manifestation is manipulation and you're forcing someone or making someone do something. You're not actually making them do anything. What you're not understanding is they never had any free will to begin with, because everyone is simply your reflection. Your mirror in the morning can't do anything but reflect the way you look in the morning. It can't make up its own mind and decide to make you look beautiful, even though you just woke up and hung over and look like shit and your hair's all up in a scrunchie and you got makeup on your face from the night before and your glasses are on your face. It can't put makeup on, do your hair for you, take your glasses off, put your contacts in and make you look beautiful in the reflection. You have to do that. So if you see everyone else in your reality like that reflection, you have to change before they can reflect back that change, because they're not changing. They're what? Reflecting. They're not changing, and you're not making them do anything. Because so many of you fool yourselves and love the idea of manifestation because you think you're finally starting to make things happen in your reality. You're making things happen in your reality now. That's the bit you're not understanding. So everything that's out here in your 3D reality now is a reflection of you. Oh. So I'm just not getting that everyone has no free will in my reality. Yes, that's the problem. And if you read your questions back, and in this course, I'm actually going to read out people's questions in the course and show you where you're not understanding this. Then I'm going to take success stories from people who did understand this, did understand their specific person or someone else in their reality had no free will, and how they got their success because they finally got that they have no free will, and how they dealt with that and what they did to get their manifestation. Girl, you must be so tired of repeating the same shit to us. Someone's just written that. Guys, why do you think sometimes I look exhausted, I look frustrated, I said the other day something about my heart's not in something, and someone's taken that and run with it as if my heart's not in doing this anymore. It's not about that. It's about my heart is not in, after 5 years, saying the same stuff. It's very difficult to say the same thing over and over and over again and change it up so that it sounds interesting or different. And some people go, it's the same shit, different day. You're just saying the same shit. Because there is only one way to understand this. Like, this isn't hard when you get it. Let me give you an example of how a reflection of your thinking works in the real world, and something that I manifested this week from a 3D disaster. Something that went bad in my 3D. So if you guys watched a video the other day where I spoke about how I manifested my fear of someone in my reality losing an iPhone that I lent them. And this person isn't great with keeping things, and they lose things a lot. And I must have that story from their family who said this person always loses things. So then I've taken into my brain the story that this person always loses things. So I must have had that in the back of my mind, that this person will lose this phone. And then they did. Now, I went to look for this phone after I'd manifested them losing the phone. I manifested them losing the phone that day. I said to the relative of this person, make sure they find my iPhone on it and have the location on so that I can find the phone if they lose it. I said that at 12:30 in a text. At 7:30 he lost the phone that day. So I described this in one of my lives, that I manifested my fears and he lost it within the day. That's how quick manifestation is. I assumed this, he reflected at 7:30. 12:30, reflection at 7:30. The next day, I then went to the petrol station where he lost the phone, he thinks. And I searched all around and I asked the lady for the CCTV. And a couple of days later, she came back to me with the CCTV. And he said, maybe it's on the top of the car. She showed me, she goes, look, it's on the top of the car. And sitting on the top of the car, where he put petrol in, he put the phone up on the thing, and there is the phone sitting on the top of the car. They drove out of the petrol station. He realised halfway down the freeway that he didn't have his phone. They drove back with it on the top of the car, searched around but didn't look on the top of the car, drove out again with it still on the top of the car. So do you know what I manifested? In my mind, I was manifesting that it's still on the top of the car. Now, even though I was searching around to see if it wasn't on the top of the car, I decided after hearing that information, it's still on the top of the car. And I said to the person who knows this person, tell him to check on the top of the car and tell this other person to check on the top of their car, because it was their car. And I assumed they went and checked. And I assumed, because no one got back to me about it not being on the top of the car, or it was on the top of the car but it got rained on, that I was never going to get this phone back. So my manifestation didn't work, I guess. But I was manifesting it was on the top of the car, and someone was going to say to me, guess what? It's still on the top of the car and it's fine. Now, in the meantime, between the time he lost it and now, there's been massive rainstorms, like cyclone storms here where my furniture's blown around in my front yard. So even though I was manifesting it was on the top of the car, I thought, oh, it's on the top of the car, but it would be rained on, I guess, or be damaged. It might still be there, but it would have driven back and forth with it sitting on the car with the rain on it. Guess what happened yesterday? It's on the top of the car. But guess where the car is? Locked away in a garage. And guess when it started being locked in the garage, safe from rain and storms? The day after, the phone was lost. So guess what? The phone's fine. And the phone is exactly where I manifested it would be, on the top of the car, still. This is 2 weeks later, and there's nothing wrong with the phone, and it's still ringing. What are the chances of the person deciding to put that car in a garage and not driving it, and it not being rained on, is there? Their own car, right? What? Why wouldn't you drive your own car for 2 weeks? Doesn't make any sense. What a weird manifestation. That the person chose, you know what? I'm going to put this car safely in a garage and I'm going to choose not to drive it for 2 weeks. What? So my manifestation of it being still on the top of the car and okay, and not rained on and me getting it back and someone saying, we found it, and me getting it back and it being safe, this is what I was manifesting, that there was nothing wrong with it, came about because I literally put that reflection out there that person, I didn't know how it would manifest, didn't know how, would park their car in a garage and it wouldn't get wet and it would still be there. I didn't ring the person up and say, can you park your car in the garage in case that phone's on the top of the car? I didn't ring that person up and say, can you check the top of the car? I said to the other person, can you get them to check the top of the car? But neither of them did. Neither of them even looked. So what was I manifesting? The safe return of the phone after it had been on the top of the car still. And that's exactly what occurred. I didn't know how that would come about. I just knew it would come about. In the same breath, that same 10-minute period between that and then, I never said to my assistant, can you cancel the plan on that phone? And this has been for 2 weeks. I've let the plan run because I was assuming it was still around, this phone. Even though I knew someone else could have stolen it and been ringing from it, ringing international numbers, using the phone, I still decided not to cancel it. You know why? Because I decided I was getting it back. And I didn't want to cancel this plan because it was on a cheapish plan. And it wasn't until 10 minutes before this person messaged me and said, you won't believe it, the phone's on the top of the car, that I said to my assistant, okay, I guess we finally have to cancel this plan. Can you cancel the plan? And we'll order another phone. She goes, okay, I'm just going to go to lunch. I'll do it when I get back. While she was at lunch, this person messaged me and said, guess what? It's on the top of the car. So when my assistant came back, I said, you haven't cancelled the phone yet, have you? She goes, no. I said, great, don't. I said, you haven't ordered another phone yet, have you? She goes, no. I said, great, don't. We've got the phone back. And the plan's working fine. And the phone's working fine. Keep the cheap phone plan. See how no free will works? She went to lunch at that point. So she didn't do my instruction that I just gave her 20 minutes before, 10 minutes before. She went, I'm going to go to lunch first, and then I'll do it after lunch. Then that person who messaged me at that particular time, who would stop her with this message from cancelling the phone, messaged me in that particular space when she was on lunch to say the phone's been found. She could have messaged me days ago or in a week's time. It's exactly in that 10-minute period or 20-minute period when she goes to lunch. In a 10-minute period, she messaged me. So 5 minutes later, when she came back from lunch, I could ask her and say, you haven't done that yet, have you? She had not done it. And my manifestation came about perfectly. The phone was never cancelled. The phone was fine, and it was still on the top of the car. Everyone in my reality, from my assistant to this person who told me about finding the phone, to the people involved with the phone, all manifested in my reality, a reality where the phone was still on the top of the car and still working perfectly. Are you getting this? It took 4 people for that to come about. 4 people reflected my manifestation, my thinking, the thing I was imagining that would manifest. So are you understanding no free will? I didn't ring them up. I didn't force them. I didn't say to them, give me my phone back, you fucking idiot. Make sure you go and check every day on the hour that it's not on the top of your car. I did very little 3D anything. I went to a petrol station to look for it. I rang the person. I said, have you got the location on? They said, no. I was like, shit. I manifested that a couple of hours ago, saying to this person, make sure you've got the location on. So, of course, you don't. That's it. That's all the 3D stuff I did. And then said, oh, when I got the CCTV, it's on the top of the car. Make them check the top of the car. Did they know? It was on the top of the car, yes. Was it safe? Yes. Can we still use it? Yes. You understand? All those people had to move to make that come about. They had no free will but to manifest my manifestation that I was imagining. So if you want more real life examples of this, of how my squaddies and my followers have manifested love, engagements, marriage, being prioritized, getting their SPs back, getting rid of third parties, making huge amounts of money, getting the career they want. So everyone in their reality reflected their thinking and had no free will but to manifest for them what they were manifesting. Come and join this course inside the squad for the month of May, where I will show you real life examples like what I just gave you of how no one has any free will in your reality. All right, guys? I'd love to catch up, listen to Loz. People, my life has changed so much. Oh, wonderful, Lisa. Hi, Lisa, darling. How are you? Lisa had coaching with me back in the day. Oh, how wonderful. Lisa, come join us. Yes. Lisa, didn't I offer you if you want to be a mentor back in the day? Do you still want to be a mentor, darling? You'd be great at it. Tell me if you do. Message me on Facebook, would you? And you come join the squad for free. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you understand no free will. If you don't, come and join the course. It will really solidly help you to get this. There are workbooks, videos with me, real life success stories and real life situations where you guys still aren't getting it in your questions, so you don't fuck up the way you're fucking up right now, your manifestation, because you're not understanding no free will. All right, guys, I will see you in the squad. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe and follow me, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.